Anyway, I'm glad you're.
They might, yeah, somebody, actually, that's my tag.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
Legendary. I wore my first one for the Monroe Route 66.
What?
Also, it's not one I can.
Life will laugh at that. Hey, Lakeisha. Lakeisha.
Having the appointed time of 5:30 arriving, I would like to call the Tuesday, May 24th, 2022 Committee of the Whole to order. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk, would you please take the roll?
Will do. Alderman Redpath.
Here.
Alderman Gregory. Alderman Williams.
Here.
Alderman Fulgenzi.
Here.
Alderwoman Purchase.
Here.
Alderwoman DeCenso.
Present.
Thank you. Alderman McMinimum.
Here.
Alderwoman Connolly.
Present.
Alderman Donlin.
Here.
Alderman Hanauer.
Here.
Mr. Chair, a quorum is present.
Thank you. Do we need to make a motion to let
Yes.
Kristen?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
To let Kristen in, I assume.
Yes.
She's on the phone.
Discussion. Participate from telephonically.
I would accept a motion for the approval of the May 10th, 2022 committee meetings.
We have to vote on that first motion, John.
What?
They
We
did.
need to vote?
They did.
We did?
I thought we
Oh,
did.
I didn't hear.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
We're off and running.
Committee meetings, all in favor?
Aye.
Is there a second to that?
Yes, I seconded it.
Whoever. All right. All in favor, yes, and against. Are there any presentations?
None, Mr. Chair.
Mr.
I'd
Chair,
like to recognize Alderman McMinimum.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a brief announcement pertaining to all of Springfield, really, but particularly to the West Side wards. There was a auction today, this morning, regarding Town and Country Shopping Center, and the bidding began at $1.6 million, and the winning bid was over $6 million. The winning bidder was Larkspur Properties out of Miami, Florida. This bidding reflects well on Springfield. The out-of-town bidder sees the opportunity in the MacArthur Boulevard corridor, and we can expect an energetic and strategic buyer to make significant enhancements to Town and Country Shopping Center. The bidding closed, was supposed to close at 1 p.m., but if there's a late bid, the bidding can be extended for 3 minutes to allow another bid to come in. That happened 10 times after 1 p.m. So there was active bidding towards the end, which again reflects well on Springfield that, more than one bidder was after this property. Let me think if anything else needs to be said about this. So the winning bidder signed a contract to purchase. Now the sellers have an opportunity to consider that winning bid. And so it's not 100% done, but it looks close to being done. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Joe. Next, we have the ordinances tabled remaining in committee.
2021, 337. 2022, 157.
Would anybody like to remove any of these for committee consideration? Okay, we'll move to the ordinances
CWLP 2022-209, an ordinance accepting bids and authorizing contract UE 23-03-16 outdoor circuit breakers with Gray Bar Electric Company Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $350,000 for the Office of Public
Move for
Utilities.
consent.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-210, an ordinance accepting bids and authorizing contract UW 23-04-24 stump cutter with Vermeer Sales and Services of Central Illinois Incorporated in an amount not to exceed $75,741 for the Office of Public
Move for
Utilities.
consent.
All in favor?
Aye.
Was there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-211, an ordinance authorizing change order number 1 and additional funding in an amount not to exceed $128,559.19 with FOS Industrial Filter Technology Incorporated for contract UE 22-12-77, Unit 4 Baghouse Filter Bags Installation for a total amount payable of $416,444.19 for the Office of Public Utilities.
Move for consent.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-212, an ordinance approving and authorizing a payment to Emerson Process Management Power and Water Solutions for the excitation troubleshooting of Unit 4 in the amount not to exceed $62,047 for the Office of Public
Move
Utilities.
for consent.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-215, Public Works, an ordinance approving the final plat of Legacy Point Town Center, Phase 5, for the Office of Public Works.
Move for consent.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-216, an ordinance authorizing execution of an agreement for preliminary and design phase engineering services, PE1 and PE2, for the Martin Luther King Drive Safety Improvements Project, MFT Section Number 22-00495-00-SP, with Quig Engineering in an amount not to exceed $420,000 for the Office of Public Works.
Move for consent.
Second.
Any discussion? Do I have all in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-217, a resolution notifying the State of Illinois Department of Transportation that motor fuel tax funds in an amount of $420,000 may be used for preliminary design engineering services for the Martin Luther King Jr. Drive Safety Improvements Project, MFT Section 22-00495-00-SP, for the Office of Public Works.
Move for consent.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes. Director Bottoms, could you, what's the total amount on the project? This is just the engineering part, correct?
That's correct.
So do you know what the total amount of the project's going to be?
I believe we estimate it's approximately $2 million, but we'll, as we get into design, we'll get the actual cost estimate from the engineering company.
Okay, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against?
Present.
Motion
Noted.
carries.
Noted. 2022-218, an ordinance authorizing the purchase of 2022 Vector truck 2100I model from Co Equipment Incorporated at a net cost of $484,452 after trade-in of an existing S35 2013 Vector truck for the Office of Public Works.
Move for consent.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-219, an ordinance authorizing a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $33,600 from unappropriated fund balance to purchase handheld parking citation equipment for the Office of Public Works.
Motion for consent.
Second.
All in favor?
Gee,
Uh,
I had a question,
You wanna talk?
Chair. Yeah. I don't know if this is for Nate or maybe the mayor who's not here, but how much longer are we going to keep the meters as unpaid, or does anyone know? Mr. Zirkle or, this director?
We're still assessing that at this time,
Okay.
but for the time being, they're going to remain that way.
So it might be nice, we need, if we're going to keep them as, you know, people don't have to fill the meters but still abide by the hour limits, we probably need some better signage for that. I was downtown today and I saw two different people rummaging through purses, clearly trying to find coins to plug a meter. So if we're still emptying them, there's money in there. People are still trying to plug those meters. My husband even did it once.
And we appreciate that.
Yeah, I know. I thanked him too, and then scolded him for not paying attention to council. But just, it would be nice if we had a little more signage so that people understood that they don't have to find the coins for that, for right now. Thank
See what
you.
we can do.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-220, an ordinance authorizing purchase of a Ford Transit Van TV inspection vehicle from EJ Equipment Incorporated at a net cost of $227,675 after trade-in of an existing 2013 TV inspection vehicle with high mileage for the Office of Public Works.
Move for consent.
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Chair,
Alderman Menon.
Director Bottom, I presume this is for the sewer department so that we can put cameras in the sewers and then visually observe the condition of the sewers while the sewer engineer is sitting in this vehicle with TV screens, I assume, and so forth?
That's correct. We have engineering technicians that operate the vehicle, and the purchase amount for this one is $277,000, and then we're trading in a 2013 vehicle for $50,000. And that's correct. We do that to see if there are any blocks or anything along those lines, and where we would need to do a repair as needed, and for preventative maintenance measures.
So this equipment enhances our ability to observe and discover problems with our sewers, is that correct?
That's correct.
And does this vehicle and its technological capability go beyond what we previously could do? I hope it does, in other words, but whatever it does, we're happy because we get, regular issues with our sewers and
It's consistent with the models that we have. There may be a couple little bells and whistles, but it's consistent with what our crews are trained on. And then we try to have a replacement plan of 8 years for these vehicles so that they are continuously running.
So we're trying to give our sewer department good equipment that's reliable and can effectively assist them in performing their duties.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's really good. Thanks a lot, Director.
You're welcome. Thank you. And it's $3 million for that estimate. I apologize.
Okay, no worries.
MLK. Thanks.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-221, an ordinance authorizing the dedication of real property owned by the city of Springfield along the proposed 10th Street rail corridor for the purpose of roadway and future railroad right-of-way purposes for the Office of Public Works.
Move for consent.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Against? Motion carries.
2022-222, an ordinance authorizing the payment of protective rent to the owners of rental properties vacated prior to being acquired for the Springfield Rail Improvements Project in an amount not to exceed $20,000 for the Office of Public Works.
Move for consent.
Second.
Any discussion? Alderman Hannah.
Oh, there it goes. What's this do? I'm not quite,
So,
I just don't understand it at this point.
sure. So what we're doing is we're trying to save the city and the taxpayers' money. Whenever somebody is going to be moving out of a rental property, we have to pay them relocation housing payments. And by paying protective rent, we can just pay the landlord, the tenants just moved out, and we can pay them protective rent, and which is minimal compared to what the relocation housing payment costs would be. So we estimate the range of savings to be $12,000 to $32,000 per parcel.
Thank you, Nate.
You're welcome.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
General City Business, 2022-223, an ordinance approving the appointment of Yolanda L. McKinney to the Springfield Community Relations Commission.
Move for debate.
Second.
All in favor? Any discussion?
Mr.
I
Chair.
think that she's here. Would you like to speak, Miss Yolanda? Yes. Come on up, honey.
Good evening, City Council.
Good evening.
I just give me a minute. First of all, I just want to just thank my Lord and Savior for the opportunity to be here. And second of all, I thank you guys and Director Juan for the opportunity to continue to serve in this community, for this community. And so I'm looking forward in working with the City of Community Relations team to make a difference in this city and in people's lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Yolanda.
Thanks for
Any
coming.
questions?
Just a request for, not for you, Ms. McKinney, but for Kathleen Elkhorn. Usually she gives us a resume of the applicant, of the nominee, and it wasn't in my packet, so I don't know, is Kathleen Elkhorn here today? If not, maybe Tim Griffin, will you ask her to circulate to everyone Ms. McKinney's resume? Thanks a lot.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-224, an ordinance amending Chapter 90, Sections 90.34 and 90.34.3 of the 1988 City of Springfield Code of Ordinances as amended pertaining to sidewalk cafe permits.
Motion for consent.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes. Could somebody explain what the changes are being made?
Corporation Counsel.
Essentially, Alderman, this is an amendment to the code that is to accommodate the convention center. Under the current existing provisions of the code, cafe permits are not available for the licensee that the license at the convention center holds. So this makes a change that allows the convention center basically to have that concrete area that's out there right outside the immediate adjacent to their front entrance so that they could basically have a cafe permit set up.
A permanent?
So this only applies to one license, and that's the convention center.
It's a permanent setup, so they only have to have one permit?
Yeah, it would be the same as any other cafe permit that you see downtown. So it would be seasonal, but the change only applies to just the convention center license.
Okay, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-225, an ordinance declaring miscellaneous items as surplus property and authorizing disposal of said surplus property by auction sold for scrap or recycled.
Motion
Any
for consent.
discussion?
Second.
There was an amendment that was distributed to,
All in favor?
Motion to amend.
Second.
There's an amendment. Mr. Chair, there's an amendment that Mr. Zirkle handed out. Make a motion for the amendment to amend
I seconded the
proposed
amendment.
amendment number 1.
I see. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
Motion for
Motion for the
Consent as
amendment
amended.
as amended.
Second.
move.
Second.
Any discussion? All
I
in
hope people are
favor?
looking for Crown Vics.
Aye.
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 All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion carries as amended.
2022-226.
Wait a
an
minute,
or-
there's, oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay.
2022-226, an ordinance accepting proposal number CS 23-11 for a 7-year contract with the Illinois National Bank, INB, for municipal financing for vehicles and equipment in the principal amount not to exceed $2,100,000 with annual principal and interest payments of $327,747.36 for the Office of Budget and Management.
Move for consent.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yes. Mr. McCarty, could you explain this?
Alderman Redpath.
yes, sir.
Could you explain what this does?
Yeah, if you remember at the budget time, we all agreed to purchase 7 fire apparatus, 6 engines, one truck. We were going to use a mix of ARPA, corporate, and loan money to do so. This is the loan component of that, about
Okay.
$2.1 million.
And this is for 7 years? This?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the rate we get?
This is, I think it's about 2.5. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was real good.
Thank you.
And we were happy that we got to go with a local bank.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, sir. Anyone else?
All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-227, an ordinance authorizing a decrease in the number of Class D liquor licenses by one for Sliders Baseball Group, LLC, doing business as Springfield Sliders, located at 1415 North Grand Avenue East.
Motion for consent.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries.
2022-228, an ordinance authorizing a decrease in the number of Class D liquor licenses by one due to closure of business by Great House Barbecue Incorporated, located at 11 West Old State Capitol Plaza.
Motion for consent.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. 2022-229, an ordinance amending Chapter 110, Sections 110.294 and 110.294.3 of the 1988 Springfield Code of Ordinances as amended pertaining to meter rates.
Motion
debate.
to amend.
Oh, got an amendment?
Alderman Hanauer.
Proposed amendment number 1.
Okay.
Who seconded the amendment?
I will.
Second on the amendment.
Thank you.
Are you going to read that, or?
Yes. Okay, you want the amendment read?
Real quick,
An
hold on.
an ordinance amending Chapter 110, Sections 110.294 and 110.294.3 of the 1988 City of Springfield Code of Ordinances as amended pertaining to meter rates.
Alderman Hanauer?
Yeah, thank you. What this does, and I have Mike Antonacci here with the cab company I've been working with him on this. I'd like for him to come up and explain what's going on in the business, and this really brings us in line with what other cities have done around the area, our comparable cities. To say that they're having a very hard time getting drivers because our rates are so low, and it just doesn't give them the opportunity to make money, the drivers that is. So, Mike, you want to come up and just explain what you've done, and if that's okay, Chair?
Yeah.
Is that okay? All right.
We're just basically trying to get some extra drivers to come in to help serve the city more by doing a meter rate increase. We haven't had it since 1988. And the biggest thing is the gas surcharge. The gas prices that these drivers pay for their own gas. So I'm losing drivers daily. A year ago, I was up to 20-something cabs. Now I'm down to anywhere from 5 to 10. So it's hurting the city, the service. The business is there, which I want to keep up and keep it going, but I'm just trying to get some more drivers to come in. I can entice them to come in a little bit more, and because they're going to get a little bit pay raise here. If we had the drivers, I'd probably keep it the same, but I'm just trying to help the drivers out. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's the whole.
Alderman Redpath?
The ordinance and the amendment are the exact same thing. What is the difference?
No, the ordinance is the fees were lower. We've raised them to get them to where about midway from the
Yeah.
other cities.
Yeah.
I understand that the way it reads is they both read the exact same thing.
The red on the,
Oh, on the back?
yeah.
We're just trying to increase the meter rate up a little bit.
And then one other thing we did add, when gasoline goes up above $3.25 per gallon for 14 consecutive days, then they get an extra $1 surcharge. And then if it goes up above 5, then it goes up, then they get a surcharge.
That all goes to the drivers because they pay their own gas.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't go to 5, but just in case, we thought we'd throw that in there just in case, so.
Yeah.
Alderwoman Conley?
I think I had the same question Alderman Redpath did in the version I was looking at on the
It shouldn't be the same.
Here, it doesn't look, it looks like the only change that's being made is the, in section A1. I just don't have the printed version with me, that's all.
Yeah, it went from 440 to 3.
There's one
example.
change in A3, one section in, one change, I think, in E.
So it looks just, and maybe Clerk Lesko, so you know, the version that we have with our, that's attached to this, the computer system, the changes aren't shown with any strike-through or underline, or
Right.
there's some highlighting in here?
Right. The changes are on the paper, and they'll be added after it's approved.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I thought all that.
All right, I'm fine, thank you.
You should have in front of, everybody should have in front of you the amendment that has the
It's on the,
updated,
yeah, on the back page.
it's on the very back
Oh,
page.
I wasn't,
And that's in
sorry.
red, and that reflects the changes that were discussed with Alderman Hanauer today, and so on, and should reflect in red what the changes are. What you have is a section actually of the city code with the strikeout showing what the changes are, if that helps.
It still doesn't show the strikeouts, but that's fine, thanks, thank you.
Alderman Redpath?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Do we need,
Against?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Motion carries.
Consent.
we need to make a motion for consent as amended.
Okay.
So move.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Against? Motion carries. Now for the amendment as amended. For the motion,
No, that's what I thought we
Just
just
did
voted
that.
on.
You just did that, John.
okay, so we're done.
Good.
That was easy, Mike.
Good job, Mr. Chair.
You got old business.
Unfinished business, John.
Yeah, unfinished business. Right here.
Is there any unfinished business?
Of course.
Oh, I have to look here. Go ahead, Lakeisha.
Thank you, Chair. I just wanted to say that we had a nice weekend with a good crowd, but Mother Nature was not so nice to us on Saturday, but we still toughed it out and enjoyed ourselves. And Sunday was amazing. We had a great turnout for the art fair, and congratulations to all the recipients that came out. And then, yeah, we had our kickoff for the farmers market as well. So thank everybody that came out, especially my colleagues too.
Any new business?
Yep.
Mr. Chair,
Minimum.
just to acknowledge that this coming Sunday, well, we have a long weekend with Memorial Day on Monday, and so we'll be honoring all those that gave the ultimate sacrifice to our nation. And also, we are not meeting a week from today. We're going to have 2 weeks off. And so, that's it, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Any more? Oh, I have to look at that. Alderwoman Purchase.
Thank you, Chair. Lincoln Library staff and customers can use the display cases on the first floor to showcase different items and themes. The month of May is showcasing Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, and the display includes uniforms and badges all the way back to the 1950s. So we encourage you all to go and check that out at our Lincoln Library. That's it, Chair.
Thank you. Is there any other new business?
This a quick meeting.
Yes, I have some new business.
Over yet.
Alderwoman DeSenso. Go ahead.
Thank you, Clerk. Yes, so I understand there were some issues with Pride Fest over the weekend, and I know there was a meeting today to resolve those, so I'm happy to hear that. But I just want to make sure going forward, I know Bites on the Boulevard has also been having some issues with permitting, and I want to make sure those issues are resolved before the first Bites on the Boulevard.
So, Director Bottom, if you didn't hear Alderwoman DeSenso, she's talking about the email that her and I received today about Pride Fest and people having problems with permits. She said Bites on the Boulevard is coming up, and she wants to make sure that they don't run into the same issue.
Yeah, I think the clarifications are being provided to all parties, and I think there was a very productive meeting this morning to hash out any issues. And obviously we're rolling into event season, so we want to take care of it as quick as possible. Thanks.
Thank you. Chris, did you hear that?
I did, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's good, because I didn't. Any more new business? Any citizens request to address the committee?
No, Mr. Chair, no one signed up to speak.
Anyone out here want to address the committee? Just give your name and address
Yes.
for the clerk.
Hello, everyone. My name is Salona White. My address is 213 South Durkin Drive in Springfield, Illinois. And
Roger Crawford. I live in Washington, Illinois.
Good evening, Therese Basula, 1936 South State Street here in Springfield.
we're going to be very brief. We have a presentation to Chief Blau. I am researchers for the third year Women Fighting Cancer of Illinois, and the fire department came to our Zumba event. And it was sponsored by SIU School of Medicine. 3 of the young ladies wanted to have my first researchers kickoff before they graduated Saturday. So even though the mayor's not here, I'm just going to read it real fast. She wrote, "To the mayor, Juan, and the Springfield Fire Department. Thank you so much for attending the Researchers Zumba event. Your support is greatly appreciated. From Barat and Felicia, medical students." And we even have pictures on here.
Do we have pictures of the chief doing his Zumba moves?
He said the 3 guys, and they hid in the corner. Juan, he did a good job.
They were clearly out of their element, but they were the best sports.
Okay, here you go. That's your bag. And that's just like a little treat bag for all of you guys.
I hope it makes it all the way back.
And now we're going to turn it over to Roger. He is the chair for the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network, and that's the federal division of the Cancer Society. And he's going to talk a little bit about the Lights of Hope, which you guys were a sponsor last year. And the municipal building looked beautiful with the pink in the bags and everything. And thank each of you.
Thank you, and I want to thank City Council for their support in that. What a great place to have it out here by the pool. We had over 300 Lights of Hope bags representing someone who's been diagnosed with cancer or someone who's lost their battle with cancer. And just to give you an idea, a city the size of Springfield, there would be over 5,000 cancer survivors in Springfield. And we're going to do that again. Hopefully this year we will have more bags out, even more bags out there to represent. And we're the advocacy arm of the American Cancer Society. We try and get more money for research funding from the federal government. We try to get bills passed both statewide and nationally to help with people get insurance, to make prescription drugs more affordable, to, again, fund research. And one of the big things that we're trying to get passed is there's a multi-cancer early detection test coming out. Some of the major universities are working on this as well as private development. If this does work, you could go to your doctor's office, get a blood test, and up to 20 different cancers could be diagnosed through that blood test. So instead of just the 5 that we have now, It's really huge. The other thing that's huge about it is it can be detected before there's a mass. So when there are individual cells circulating in the body, so you talk about early detection, you talk about making cancer beatable. This test can do that. And what we're trying to do now is, even though the test isn't out, we're trying to get approval, have Congress approve if the tests work and the FDA says it's effective, that we would have that approval as soon as that information passes, instead of having to wait until it comes out and then get the FDA approval after it's been approved by Congress. It will just speed up that process, because sometimes that can take a year or more. And if we have a test that's going to work, we want to get it out to the general public as quick as we can. And just to let you know, our major fundraiser is the Lights of Hope, and 91 cents on the dollar goes straight to research or cancer prevention or patient quality of life and early detection. So that's a great return on investment. So thank you very much, and thank you for your support, and hope to see you at Lights of Hope.
Thank you.
Thank you. It was a
I just
beautiful
have
event
one more
last
thing
year.
to say. Thank you, Scott, for your sponsorship and commitment to Lights of Hope as well.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else wish to address?
I got a question.
Alice?
Move furniture.
The gentleman that talked about the meters, I mean, the lady about the meters, are taking the pictures of them and making sure that all of them are at a certain time. It's 30 minutes for this one, or, 15 for that. What about the handicapped people that can't get into a handicapped place downtown and the meter says 25 minutes? Some handicapped people take about 10, 15 minutes to get in and out of their car. So is there going to be not a time limit on those when they got tickets? I have a handicap, also got a plaque. So I was wondering, who handles that? You, Mr. Bottoms? I should have known. Anyway, are you going to make it a little bit more than 35 minutes for a handicapped place when there's no handicaps, but they park in a regular meter park? Huh? Well, downtown, I got it. Yeah, right, maybe 2 to 2.5 hours, because it's hard to get around if they're handicapped. I had to help some lady get in their car, so I assume that it needs to be taken care of. Thank you. And y'all have a beautiful Memorial Day.
Thank you, too.
Do, Alice.
Thanks, Alice. Anyone else?
I'd just like to say I got a new grandson yesterday.
Oh, congratulations, Paw.
That's all.
Congratulations.
Number 5. Colin's gonna have some more, though.
Motion to adjourn. What's their,
Second.
real quick, what's their schedule?
What?
The change, I thought I heard a change.
El City Council next Tuesday.
Just, somebody said 2 weeks, but
Well,
it's just
It's 2 weeks,
We
not next
we
Tuesday.
next meet in 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks.
Not next week.
Next week.
Memorial Day after.
I got you.
Tuesday of the month.
Yes. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Again.
All in favor?
Aye. This is a switch, no 4-hour meetings.
Yeah, we do.